We're live. Welcome to Protea Live. My name is Zane Stevens. I'm the founder of Protea Financial. Happy Monday. I did mention in the beginning of this series that I'm mostly going to come to you on a Tuesday, but sometimes my Tuesdays get a little full and I'll either have to do it on a Wednesday or Monday. So, this is one of those weeks where my Tuesday is a little full and so is my Wednesday, to tell the truth. Um, I've got a lot of good networking planned for this week. And on top of that, also some team meetings. I get to see some of my team members, which I don't necessarily get to see on a regular basis. Talk to them regularly, but we're going to grab some lunch closer to where they live. It'll be nice to catch up with them all. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that I feel like is really, really important and very much undervalued. And interestingly enough, like worlds just sort of pull together as well. The topic I'm going to speak up was brought up on a few people's posts on LinkedIn this week and in the past week, which I thought was interesting. And at the same time, I'm reading Atomic Habits for the first time, which is obviously a bestseller. It's a Bible that many people believe in and live by. And I must say, I'm about 5 chapters in, very impressed. Sometimes when books are super overhyped, they don't quite live up to the billing, but Atomic Habits, a must read. I think everybody should take some time and get through it. I'm looking forward to getting through it for the first time and most likely be one of those books that I read on a regular basis. So what am I going on about? Well, this week I'm talking about consistency and the importance of consistency in the accounting world. Now, I truly believe consistency is a good habit for everybody. And that's a little weird because consistency builds habits, but the habit of consistency is important as well. And I truly believe that consistency is important because consistency builds habits, habits build trust, trust builds relationships. And at the end of the day, what we're trying to do, no matter what work we do, is build relationships because relationships are what keep us together. Doesn't matter how good of an accountant you are, if you never develop a relationship with your client, they will likely not be a client forever. Building a relationship with a foundation of trust is so, so important. And the only way to build trust is do good work and do it consistently. And then throw in some communication as well. People actually want to hear from you. They want to hear that you're thinking of them and doing it. So consistency, 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 consistency. Consistency is important. And now you might say, what is consistency and, why do you feel like it's so important? And there is, I'll quickly just Google it. What is the definition of consistency? And it comes up over here. Interesting, on the phonetic, it goes consistency, but consistency. And over here, it says it's a noun from the Oxford Dictionary, conformity in application of something, typically that which is necessary for the sake of logic, accuracy, and fairness. Goodness gracious me. Can we think of a career where logic, accuracy, and fairness is more important? Accounting. It feels like they're defining an accounting, and consistency is key to accounting. Crazy, right? Um, Being consistent is so important in accounting. People, it's built around structures. You have your month with your month ends, you have your year with your year ends, your quarter, all that type of stuff. But building consistency in your schedule, this is what I do on day one, this is what I do on day two, etc., is important. But also building consistency in your day will help you achieve those daily goals, which will give you a really good opportunity to be well prepared for when things inevitably go wrong. There are going to be crises that show up. Your company that you're working for is going to have a problem. You'll have a problem on the home front. But if you build consistency and you stay on top of what you should be doing, you'll be better equipped to deal with these difficult times in your life because you'll have a standard procedure that allow to keep you on track so that you don't have a buildup of work. Personally, the way I build consistency in my life is using time blocks. I find time blocks really, really important for me. I have work blocks, family blocks, exercise blocks, do nothing blocks. And my days generally look the same every single day. My consistency goes to the point where Generally, every night of the week, we eat the same dinner. Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, pretty much the same dinner all the time because I need to stay consistent. And my kids and my wife also have a very busy life. So we try to keep a consistent schedule. I know when we go out of that schedule, things get a little rocky. People get a little grumpy. Consistency might feel a little boring, but it allows us to function. It tells us that it's Monday. Hey, Monday is pasta night in our house. My kids aren't always super happy about that, but that is what it is. So, this current Monday, I'm at work at the moment, getting my job done. I have finished work at 3:30 on a Monday at the moment because I coach soccer from 4 till 6 p.m. So I finish at 3:30. I'll get ready. I'll leave the soccer field about 3:45. I'll coach from 4 to 5 my first team and 5 to 6 my second team. I'm home around 6:20. We eat dinner. Everybody goes and gets showered, bath, whatever it needs to be done. And then we either read books or play a board game. By 8 o'clock, we're in bed, either reading a story or listening to a story. Big proponents of Audible. Our days look the same. It sets us up for success every single day and sets us up for success the next day. We're creating good habits. We're eating dinner together, we're spending time together, and we're reading and working our brain. We're also making sure that we're getting family time in as well as getting to bed at a decent period of time. They're not going to sleep at 8 o'clock. They're listening to stories till 8:30, 8:45, but they're in bed, they're relaxed, they're learning, their brains are working, and then they're going to sleep. We create good habits in our life to make our life easier. So why would I not take those good habits, those good consistent processes, and take it to my work life? If it helps me be more centered in my personality as well as my moods, why would I not want to bring that to work? So my work days all look very similar as well. I have specific tasks I do. There's specific weeks in the month where I will take less phone calls and I will go to less meetings. Why? Because I know my clients need me during that period of time, and I'd rather be available for any urgent issues that come up through the month-end process. There are weeks like this week, the last week of the month, where I take more meetings and more phone calls. Why? There tends to be less issues that arise because we're done with month end. We've already provided the analysis and we've already had the discussions. So I have more opportunities to network and build relationships. My days look consistent, my months look consistent. And then also when I even look at the bigger year picture, there's certain times in the year where I know this is conference heavy, this is summer and I'll need more family time. So I even structure my years to look very consistent. Now, summer is a little hard for me because my schedule does change a lot, but I still focus in on making sure, even if my kids' schedules are changing and I have different drop-off times, is that I'm still creating work blocks where I can get my job done. I create consistency on a weekly basis so I can achieve more, be more consistent, and make sure the people that I am serving are getting what they need. Consistency brings structure to my day, which allows me to get the most done and give people the best of me. That's a really important thing. One thing that people don't even think about is like when things are a little scattered and there's just drama and, oh my word, now I'm working, now I'm not working, you are going to get a little frustrated. You're going to get a little fidgety. You are not going to be able to give your best to people all the time. And people deserve your best. People deserve respect and kindness. And keeping my schedule smooth allows me to do that. In the accounting world, it becomes even more important because if people know when they will get stuff from me and they don't have to follow up with me because I consistently do it, they will trust me more. If they trust me more, they'll trust the information they're receiving from me, and they'll trust the conversations we're having are between us. And I trust that I will keep it to myself. People want you to be consistent. They want to trust you, and you can build that trust with good work consistently communicating timelessly. Consistency is critical to anybody's success. Consistency builds trust, and trust builds relationships. As an accountant, you need to figure out a way to be consistent. I always say focus in on making your days look similar. Figure out work blocks, figure out what needs to be done. Get the work you need to be done today, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. Focus in on creating a work environment as well as a work schedule that is consistent. You know what needs to be achieved in a month, and you can plan it out. If people trust that you will consistently deliver good work when you say you will deliver it, it will give you a better opportunity when things do go wrong or something happens in your personal life to be saying, I need a little bit more time. Consistency is peace of mind. If you know that you're getting your work done on a consistent basis, I promise you, you're going to sleep a lot better. There's less things that are going to be nagging at you in the back of your head. Try and be consistent. It is a superpower for every single accountant. People want their service providers to be trustworthy and consistent, and they want great communication. Be consistent, build trust, gather relationships. Happy Monday. Have a wonderful week. Until next time.